you think LeBron handled his issues with Dillon Brooks?
Like he's handled everything in his NBA career with class and dignity. LeBron didn't need to, like you said, he didn't need to make a statement. I know a lot of times people expect LeBron's like, man, LeBron should come out. But the one thing that we've known about him, Skip, and what we've seen over his 20-year career, he's going to play the right way. And the right way is what he deems is the right way. A lot of times, LeBron, take the shot. LeBron, do this. LeBron, do that. He says, no, I'm going to let my game dictate. I'm going to let the game dictate my game. And if it calls for me to go get 40, 50, I'll do that. But more times than not, Skip, he's a facilitator, and then he's like, okay, this is what the game needs. Let me take the game over. Well, I'm baffled. A guy that has so much to say after every win, the moment they lose, he got nothing to say.
Well, he ducks. After the game, he wouldn't even talk. He spoke yesterday.
Yeah, and everybody talk about, he was just trying to steal the ball. NBA players, I've never seen a guy try to steal the ball with the back of his hand. Normally, Skip, they try to duck around and try to poke it out with the front of their hand because they got more control doing it like this as opposed to like that. But hey, that's neither here nor there. So LeBron did what I thought LeBron would do. He checked all the boxes. Skip, he said what he said. LeBron said, hey, I do what I do publicly. It wasn't I wonder what, you saw me walk up to him. I would love to be a fly on the wall that everybody had to absolutely.
Yeah, what did he say? I'm
going to cook you.
It was something like, you want me? You got me.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, Skip, I'm not surprised the way LeBron handled it because I think was it that Friday he said, man, I'm not here for the bull jive. I'm not here for the bull jive, man. And LeBron normally has a lot to. Skip, that's one thing. He don't normally duck out on interviews. He normally will give you ask your questions. He'll answer the questions as forthcoming as he possibly can without giving away too much information. But, Skip, I thought he handled it well. But you know what I noticed, Skip? All of a sudden, somebody talking about they not a villain. They don't want the villain role. When you've embraced it, that's exactly what you are, a heel. In the terms of wrestling, and everybody knows what the bad guy is, it's called a heel. The media put that on me. The fans put that on. No, that's your crown. And you embrace it when you win. Now all of a sudden you lose, and now everybody trying to make you to be the bad guy. No, that's the role that you've embraced. That's the only role that you can embrace. Because what do? We can't talk about your game because you don't have game that's talk about them. We can't say, oh, man, you see Brooks handle? Man, you see Brooks, hey, no. Bucket getter?
No.
So we got to talk about something, and that's what you've embraced. But, Skip, I thought LeBron handled it well. He handled it well. They won at the end of the day, what do you say the most important thing was? To win the game.
They did that. They actually won the game in the first quarter because they won the first quarter 35-9.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Thanks to Dillon the Villain, and that's the most fitting nickname ever in the history of nicknames because he has earned it. Yeah, he is actually thought to be that guy.
Yes.
And now he's saying, "Don't look at me." No.
The media. Yeah. Why we do that? We put that on you. Put that on him.
Okay, he wanted it and he got it.
He got it.
Unfortunately, Saturday evening at tip-off, he got it right between the eyes because it was clear to me that from jump, he crumbled under the pressure he inflicted upon himself going into that game. He wanted it. He got it.
Right.
I'm assuming that's what LeBron said to him just before tip-off. And whatever LeBron did during the game wasn't nearly as effective as what he said just before tip-off to him over near the Memphis huddle.
Right.
Dillon Brooks missed 8 of his first 9 shots. He went 3 of 13 for the game, but all that mattered was he missed 8 of his first 9, and they were some clankers, man. He was laying bricks.
But he was a bricklayer.
I thought he was going to build a second Crypto.com arena before the night was over, and that's all you needed to know. And his team crumbled around him because they weren't ready to handle the onslaught from a Laker crowd that actually filled the building for the first time in forever. This is like a new era has dawned because obviously the championship they won had an asterisk on it because it was one in the bubble.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that, Skip. Don't do that.
I'm not going to give you that one. I'm sorry. I can't let you get away with it. But the point was, that's what happened in that game. It was a first quarter game. Now, very quietly from the second quarter forward, guess who won the game in the last 3 quarters? The Memphis Grizzlies won the game 92-76 from the first quarter on. So it was strictly about Dillon, the villain, in the first quarter, can't make a shot.
Right.
Then from that point on, it went all the way to the fourth quarter when Ja went berserk, crazy, go nuts, high flying, scored 24 in the fourth. And they actually climbed back into a reasonable, sort of credible finish to the game,
right,
which I think they're going to carry into game four, because, and we'll get to that in just a few minutes. But here's the point. Here's my biggest takeaway about LeBron. You thought he handled it well. I didn't think he handled it poorly, but he did surprise me. And it started with the psychological gamesmanship of going to him before the game. Okay, now I'm going to give you this. It worked as far as its impact on said basketball game, game 3, which was somewhat of a turning point.
Because it's so far out of character, LeBron normally doesn't talk.
Okay, thank you. He never does that. And I'm also going to remind you, he actually started all this in game 2 when he made that fadeaway, a la the shot that passed Kareem for the all-time scoring leader. And then he goes up court and he initiated the first verbal sparring between him and Dillon Brooks. And it surprised me because it showed me that Dillon Brooks is getting a little bit under his skin. So this was in game 2 back in Memphis that we'll see, here's the shot, a good shot, very good shot. And he loved it and he could not contain himself. So as they jocked a little bit.
Skip, he just looking at him, he's like, oh.
And then he goes off on him. And
he still ain't said anything yet until he starts to walk away and they call a timeout. That's when he calls him up.
I think he was already starting to
he didn't say anything, Skip. He not talking. Now he talking.
Okay.
Now.
Okay, but Dillon Brooks, whatever he got, what rise he got out of LeBron, he is literally clapping back at him because he's jubilant. I got him. I got under his skin. And he said after the game, I thought that was going to take until game 4 or 5 to get a rise out of him like that. And that prompted Dillon Brooks to call him after the game old.
Right.
I got him. Here, I'm going to turn the screws because I got under his skin.
He was clapping because the mere fact that LeBron knows his name, that LeBron spoke to him.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
I'll give you that. I give you that.
Let's go.
Okay, but LeBron did know his name. LeBron did stoop, in my view. He stooped all the way down. It's called pissing match with the skunk. Right. He got down on the level to piss match with the skunk. Okay, so then...
Well, sometimes all you got to do if you're going to get a PM match with a skunk, Skip, I'm just going to eat some asparagus.
Okay.
Hey, I'm going to stink it up with it.
Okay.
That's what we going to do.
But it's hard to outstink a skunk.
Hey.
You can't. I don't care how much asparagus you eat, it's not going to match the skunk. Have you ever smelled a skunk before? Lord have mercy.
They shut it down.
It gets all over you. You can't get it off.
We had a couple of dogs that lost a match with a skunk.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's almost like... You could wash the dog all you want, and you can't get it off.
It just takes time.
No, okay. All right, so it's just going to take time for LeBron to get the stench off him. Okay, so then I liked the psychological ploy, but I was shocked that LeBron would again stoop to his level to actually go acknowledge him before Saturday night's game. And then after the game, it was very weird to me because I watched the whole thing, and LeBron's message was, I don't even want to talk about him. I'm above all this.
Right.
This isn't my first rodeo. Others have tried this before and blah, blah, blah. And he went on and on. He talked for like 10 minutes about Dillon Brooks. He never said his name because he's not going to say his name. But it was clear that it did get to him some weird way. It got to him, and he wanted to make it clear that I got him back. And when I went to him before the game, as he said, you made the point. He said, it was very public. I wanted it to be very public. I didn't want to do it out of the side of my mouth. Jordan was infamous for that in his trash talk. Yeah, but so was Larry Bird.
But Jordan was telling guys in shoot-around, he's coming, who got me tonight? Oh, you getting 50 on you.
Yeah. No, I mean, okay, so in a game like this, you brought up Jordan. Jordan would have just attacked immediately and wanted the one-on-one matchup because he would want to physically and then psychologically destroy said trash talk.
Right.
But LeBron didn't really go at Dillon Brooks, and then he reverted to starting taking threes. I'm like, LeBron, that's not what you do. You realize LeBron in the last 2 games against Memphis is now 1 of 12 from 3. It's no good. It's no good. You got to be better than that if you're going to win this series, and I do believe they can win this series, but I also think tonight's going to be a lot harder game than you think it is because I thought Memphis left that game with some momentum that I didn't see coming. It looked, the final score looks way worse than what actually happened in the game because Memphis just rebuilt its confidence over the last 3 quarters after that horrendous start thanks to Dillon Brooks. And by the way, if I could just show everybody what a bunch of clunker clankers he shot, could we see Dillon Brooks? He missed 8 of his first 9 shots as he crumbled under that pressure. Could we please see those in a row? This is Dillon Brooks feeling the heat, feeling the pressure, boing, feeling the heat. He's got a terrible shot.
Yeah.
He's just a terrible shooter. Okay. And that's long. And now you're starting to really press.
You're more amazed when it goes in as opposed to when he misses.
I agree. What
is that?
That's wide right. And I don't know what that was. That missed everything, a left-handed air ball off the glass. And how about it, Dillon? This is 8 of his first 9. That's way wide right. And you think Taylor Jenkson's over there saying, what am I supposed to do? So, again, what a horrendous first quarter. Like you said, when do you ever see 35-9?
Yeah.
They were 3 of 25 from the floor. 3 of 25. Wow. They were 1 of 13 from 3. And it all revolved around Dillon the villain.
Right.
Which brings me to his quotes of yesterday. They worked out at USC here in Southern California and had a little practice. And then, to your point, he went on and on about that if you think I did that, actually intend to hit LeBron in the midsection, that means you think I'm that type of person.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Ask Gary Payton II what he thinks.
Okay, there's a good one. Or this was his 3rd ejection this year, and on February 2nd, he was ejected for popping Donovan Mitchell right in the privates.
Yeah.
Okay, so does he not have history?
Yeah, that's it.
Is the reputation earned and deserved?
Yeah.
I would say. So here we go again, and he says... as he wouldn't back off yesterday, and he said, am I saying anything that's not facts about LeBron? So he's saying, when I say he's old, well, he is old. Okay, well,
in basketball terms,
I get it. So by the letter of the word of the law, he is 38 years of age, which is old for basketball. Is he playing old? Well, obviously, he's not playing old.
And so if somebody would say Dillon Brooks is terrible, by the letter of the law, he's terrible. He's an awful basketball player. If we're doing letter of the law. Now, compared to everybody, to the general public, like if we compare LeBron James to the general public, age 38 isn't old.
Okay.
In basketball, it is. If we compare Dillon Brooks as a basketball player to the general public, Dillon Brooks is a great basketball player. But by the letter of the law, which he's using, he's awful at basketball.
Okay. So his final comment yesterday was, I've been talking all year. We just didn't hit shots at the beginning of the game. No, you didn't hit shots. It really wasn't a we, it was a he.
Right.
And he was the one who brought the attention on himself. I'm actually slightly ashamed that we have spent our A block on this show talking about Dillon the villain.
But that's what he wanted.
Because he has put himself in the national spotlight. Once again, we are leading the show with Dillon the villain because he has dared to attack LeBron. But I'm reinforcing this because LeBron also responded. He responded twice. He talked to him in game 2 as they went up court, and then he called him an effing bum as he walked away. I'm cool with that. I'm totally good.
Yeah.
Draymond called him a flat-out clown. I'm good with that.
Yes.
Russell Westbrook called him something even trash. He called him trash.
Right.
Trash? Okay. I'll roll with that. But in the end, all that is contributing to, maybe it's his 15 minutes of fame, but he's getting his moment in the spotlight. And the spotlight is hot, man.
But if you notice, Skip, he gets most of his attention by other players calling him out, saying that he's a clown, saying that he's trash, saying that he's a bum. And notice, ain't nobody mentioned anything about his game. No. When you talk about other players, they talk about Ja. They say, I mean, first of all, LeBron says he can attack the rim. And now we're like, our goal was to make him shoot outside. Well, he goes 6 for 10 from the 3. So now you're at his mercy. Yeah. Now he's saw the basket open up. Okay. You got no chance at it. Yeah. Don't nobody ever say that about Dillon Brooks. Ain't nobody said,
no, and it was clear to me from jump the other night, their plan was no plan. They didn't want to guard him. It was almost like what Golden State has done to Russell Westbrook. Right. They just say, bye. Yeah,
you'll do your thing.
Right? And give him the Caitlin Clark treatment.
And Skip, you know, he hit that one the other night against Memphis against LeBron, and he... I'm like, bro.
Right. Well, he made in game 2. He did make the quote unquote dagger. I think he made it 11.
Right. It's kind of like when I give my dog, I don't give him treats off, but all of a sudden I get a big dog a treat, and he go prancing out like, yeah, I got something good. Now, you don't normally do this. Well, that's how he was with the 3. He doesn't normally hit them. So he's excited as everybody in Memphis is because they don't normally see him hit them. So that's why he's preening like a peacock, got all his feathers out and everything.
And I must say, for a while, I thought he was a pretty good defender, but the more closely I now fixate on him and focus, I think it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Like the smoke isn't real smoke.
Right.
It's like the old Russ line.
Yeah. He fooling you. He tricking
about
you.
Pat Bev. He tricking y'all. Well, he's tricking y'all because he can't guard LeBron, which is why I wanted to see LeBron post him up. But to your point, LeBron is not going to do that because he's never done that before.
Right.
That's a Jordan tactic.
Yeah.
I'm down on the block. Just give me the ball.
Or Kobe.
Yeah.
Guys that are attackers, that are natural scorers.
Yes.
LeBron by nature isn't he doesn't go out saying, you know what, I'm dropping 30 today. That's not, it happens, but that's not. Jordan went to the game, says, whoever's guarding me, I'm giving him 30. I'm giving him 40. That was his Kobe. I'm doing this, X, Y, and Z. That's not how LeBron approaches the game. Now, can he get 30? Obviously, he can get 30 or 40 or 50, however many times.
He obviously could.
But he's not going to get out of the team game because the most important thing, the way he plays, Skip, is all about the team. And he's not going to take himself or the team out of the ultimate goal by trying to go one-on-one. Because like he said, Skip, if LeBron, let's just say he retaliates against Dillon Brooks, he shoved Dillon Brooks or he pointed to Dillon Brooks, he get thrown, they get double ejected. Well, Dillon Brooks won. The Memphis Grizzlies won that battle.
No, you got it. I will give you that. Okay, so LeBron, after a couple of shots, I think it was his 3rd shot, he pulls up and shoots a logo 3, and I'm like, because I really wanted to see him destroy Dillon Brooks, but he's not going to do it.
Right.
And the logo 3, it's almost like you were talking about Dillon Brooks. If LeBron makes a logo 3, I'm a little shocked because it's not really his shot.
He's making at least 4 of them tonight. Making at least 4 threes tonight.
4
I'll put a case on it right now. I want a case of do right now. Bron gonna make at least 4 threes.
He owes his team. He is 1 for 12 in the last.
Well, he about to be 4
2 games. 2 games.
I'm saying he
went
making at least
1 for 8, then he went 0 for 4.
Do you want the case of do for
4 threes?
4 threes.
You know what? I don't think I want this bet because he should make 4 threes. He should.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have a hard time tonight. I think he better make 4 threes or they're going to be in trouble because Ja found his stroke and he is not a 3. As you know, Ja shot 30% from 3.
So you actually, you think he's going to follow that up again with a hot hand shooting threes?
I think he found a super highway to the basket. I think he realized there's nobody on the Lakers who can get in his way or bother him at the rim. Maybe AD is going to have to lock in and stand tall on defense because they need some rim protection tonight or they're going to get in big trouble quickly because the first quarter will be close. It's not going to be 35-9. This is going to be a close game that's going to go down to the end. I believe that.
Yeah, that's all right. We're going to win it in the end.
Yeah, what are you, 4.5? Yep, you're a 4.5 point favorite.
In the end, the beginning doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah, 3-1 going back to Memphis.
Would you give me the 4.5?
No. No points.
I think if I'm you, I don't give me the 4.5 because I think it's going to go to the wire.
It's not going anywhere. They're going home with this L, though.
Okay.
As long as they go home with this L.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.